Good morning. How's it going, guys? I have been just looking into just some of the occult teachings, and I just wanted to share with you guys. This is actually from this website called Witch on Fire, and I just have found. I actually am not a witch. I am a Christian who believes the Bible, but I have found biblical or things that I thought were Christian. I have found them all over other beliefs, and these witchcraft beliefs have, I believe, leaked into Christianity and modern church. And I just wanted to show where I believe they're lying to these white witches. So there's two sides. There's a black witch and a white witch. There's black witchcraft, black magic, and white magic. And, I think that the world has been sort of duped into, thinking that white magic and all of this is just about nature and it's harmless and you're actually doing good things. Because there is that side of it. There is a duality in Satanism and Luciferianism. And I'll show you at the end of this, if you guys want to look for yourselves into the books that are quoted here in this article, and you'll see that the authors of them, you can find that they actually call Lucifer the light bearer. They worship Lucifer. I know this one book, references. This one, Manly P. Hall. This one here, he says it really, really plainly that he serves Lucifer. Which, and they, I think, are like, Lucifer's not who we think they are. But I just want to show you in this article that is, for witches, I want to show you where they're lying. So I found this by looking up the Hermetic Cosmology. This is the foundation of what they believe. Now, cosmology is how our cosmos is set up. Cosmology is just understanding the position of all that is in our realm, like our Earth compared to the wandering stars, the other heavenly luminous bodies, including the sun and the moon. So I just want to show you that this is the original cosmology of the occult. Now, this is very interesting to me because in this cosmology, you can see here that the Earth is the center. And they actually show the different layers of heaven, which scriptures tell us that, Enoch, the book of Enoch, tells us that there were 7 firmaments and 7 layers of heaven, which I believe the supernumerary rainbow proves the multiple layers of the firmament. If you're not familiar with supernumerary rainbows, I suggest you Google them, image them. It's phenomenal. I've seen one with my own eyes, and I just absolutely believe that it proves these 7 firmament layers. Now, let's look at what they try to tell us. They say, this cosmology, the mechanisms of the cosmos are laid out in detail, but remember, they're poetic. No, not literal. We now know that the planet is not the center of the cosmos. Obviously, there are not layers of cosmic domes literally encircling the planet as the old poematic schematics showed. I mean, duh, eye roll. Okay, this is all social programming. Duh, eye roll. This isn't fundamentalism, folks. Hermetics employ symbolism to convey ideas. Now, I could scientifically prove to you that we are not on a spinning ball, that there is no curvature on this plane. We live on a plane. I have a few videos. If you're curious as to what the scientific evidence that persuaded me, you're more than willing to look at that. But I just want to show you here that these people can't get it right what they believe, because look at how confused they are. They used to believe the same cosmology as the Bible, which is geocentric, level, and non-rotating Earth. The material Earth is symbolized by being the core of a nested series of celestial spheres, with each layering being governed by one of the 7 wandering gods or stars as seen from the perspective of Earth. So right here, they're telling you that these are not stars. They're wandering gods. They are wandering gods. They worship them. Okay? And here's a couple. This is from The Way of Hermes. A couple of the excerpts from the book. The vault of heaven appeared in 7 circles, and the gods appeared in the form of stars with all their constellations, and heaven and the gods was complete in every detail. The universe was encompassed by air and sustained on its circular course by divine spirit. Okay, so there's only one creator God who created all of this. Okay, everything else, all of the wandering stars and the stars are angelic beings. And a lot of them, there's fallen stars. So these fallen stars, if you read the book of Enoch, they not only came down and slept with humans and created offspring from humans, corrupted the DNA of mankind to create the Nephilim, they also, these wandering or fallen stars, came down and did the same thing to animals. This is in the book of Enoch. I believe it's chapter 70, around in the 70s somewhere. It might be later, 77 or something. But they corrupted the flesh of the animals and created all of these weird beasts. You know, this old ancient, depictions of human-animal hybrids. They were doing it, you guys. This is not something that's new to the modern day, which you can actually look and find. I don't know if many of you know or are aware, but they've actually created human-animal hybrid embryos. I think it was about 10 years ago, 2012. If any of you are interested, you can comment and I will post the link to the video or the article that shows that. So this is not a new thing. They've suppressed this information and said the further back we go, the dumber we were. And, we came from monkeys, yet the further back we go in architecture, we see the more phenomenal building structures, which to me obviously shows that we were much more capable back then. So I don't believe the narrative that we are smarter today than we were back then. No. So then we know these wandering stars, the solar sun. So it talks about how they were named the days of the week. This is why I've rejected the Gregorian calendar and what they say. The scriptures tell us, don't even say the name of their gods. Okay? Yahweh is the only true and living God, and yet they're going to call Monday for Moon Day, etc. Look, these also govern the order of the 7 days of the week, which they are named. Monday equals Moon Day. So this is not somebody reaching to try to find these connections. This is in this teaching of pagan witchcraft. So then it also talks about, and this is where you guys have to understand that the ancient cosmology is factually and accurately correct. Okay, they don't want you to understand, but these wandering gods or planets move in spiraling patterns against the background of the fixed outer stars. Okay, each sphere sign acted like a filter, dire mold, which cast a form of enter life and consciously govern. Okay, so this wouldn't be able to happen in a expanding universe. So if everything is expanding and everything is spinning around itself and hurling around the sun, and then the sun's flying through space, we wouldn't be seeing the same stars every single night. We wouldn't have Polaris at a fixed point. Okay? It's only because it is in the firmament dome above us. And look, it even says here, think of each sphere with each moving planet relative to the outer zodiac being like a cog in a giant mechanism. Because it is a cog in a giant mechanism. Okay? Scriptures say that the whole of the constellations and the sun and the moon were given to us to see times and seasons and days. To give us... What?
Can I do this?
Do what?
Blow my nose.
Oh, yeah. Sure. And then I want you... Why are your hands all dirty? And your face is all dirty, too. Blow now. Good job. Blow again. Good job. Let's do one more blow. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, buddy. Now go wash up your hands and your face, okay? So it is like... this was given to us. The sky and everything was given to us to tell us and teach us not only what scriptures mean, but the signs of the seasons and all of this stuff. So this was given to us in the Holy Scriptures, and the occultists have simply hijacked it. They don't have any of their own ideas or their own, they don't have any of their own. They're not creator. Okay, this all comes from Lucifer, who is a liar. And he is the father of lies. And all he can do is hijack something and then say that he made it. He created it. And this is all him. No. This was all made by the creator. There's a constant movement forming a specific interrelated fractal pattern in each moment, which repeats with the same information infinitely. Like a holographic plate. Look, they can't even... they can't get away from the actual cosmology, which is not a planet, it's a plane. Just like a holographic plate. Oh, that's a subject for another day. Huh? Okay. Well, we are. It is a holographic plate, and there are... or not holographic, but it is a flat plane, just like a plate. So yeah, and then it talks about blah, 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 blah. Stars aren't making things happen. Well, whatever. So then I just wanted to show some of the symbolism. So obviously the 5-pointed star, the pentagram, is an occult symbol, as well as this one. This is not the Star of David. This is an occult symbol, as well as the cross. Look, this whole thing is a cross. As well as the chakras. This is all occult symbolism. And I want you guys to see this.
We're actually almost done. So we're gonna...
Fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. Get it all vacuumed and cleaned up. And when you're done, I'll check it.
We're motivated by Jacqueline.
Well, good. I'm glad that something has finally motivated you guys.
After we're done.
You can use this vacuum. Yeah. Okay, go get it clean, guys. So, unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that is in modern day Christianity, it's not even really of God and Yahweh. And we are told to have no symbols. We're told not to make images to worship. And, so I reject kind of all of this symbolism because I found that it all originated in the occult. And, yeah, I think that might have been all that I wanted to show from this. But, oh, and of course, if you don't think that Satan's real, why is it that they have this dragon, 3-headed dragon? And another reason secret teachings is described as being a great dragon. Terrible, all-inspiring. So, the mysteries taught that universal life was personified as a dragon. But, let's just call the dragon what it is. Let's just call the snake what it is. It's wicked. It's the devil. They can't just say, oh, this is all just, white magic is all just nature. But it goes back to the dragon. Come on, you guys, use your heads. They're lying to you. They're not even telling you the proper ground that you stand on, the proper formation of the earth that you stand upon. They're lying to you. And Freemasons are told to lie to people. They're not told the different secrets until they have been initiated and vetted to know that they're good enough to handle this information. So if you think you're dabbling in white witchcraft and it is of no harm, I want you to see who it is that you're actually serving. It is the dragon. The devil, Lucifer, is his name. But I also wanted to, I was going to let you see my face, but I have a sticker on here. I can't get off. I wanted to just share with you that if you have gotten caught up in white witchcraft or even black witchcraft, or even if you're a full-on Freemason, practicing, Luciferian, it is not too late. You have not sold your soul. So if you made a deal with the devil, it is not like he's a liar. He's a fraud. You don't have to abide by that. You might have made a deal with the devil, but let me explain to you that the blood of Jesus can break every bond, every chain that binds us. So even if you are chained and bound to your occult practices and your coven or your Freemason brotherhood or Lucifer, you can call upon, believe in Jesus. It simply says, believe and be saved. So you can call upon Jesus to be saved. Once you're a Christian, once you believe in him, you can call upon him to save you out of your current trouble. So even if you've made a deal with the devil, you made a deal with the charlatan, and you don't and are not bound by it. Yahweh can break every chain that binds us. It's the blood of his son Yeshua that came and made the atoning sacrifice for all of mankind. It's what breaks us free from the sin that enslaves us. So I just encourage you today, all it takes is just believing in Yeshua, believing in Jesus, that he was the Son of the Most High God, sent to save us. Believe on him and be saved. That's all that you have to do. And I guarantee you, in the blink of an eye, the bonds and the chains that have bound you to any kind of vow that you've made to the devil will be broken by the power of the blood of Yeshua. And then it says in Romans that we can call out to him and he will save us and he will help us in our very time of trouble and need. So if you have, once you leave this witchcraft, if you have entities that are coming after you or covens or witches that are coming after you, you can cry out to him and he will help you. So I just encourage you guys, if you've gotten caught up in witchcraft, white witchcraft, thinking that it was no big deal, I just implore you to look a little bit deeper and see the truth of what's going on in witchcraft and see the truth of what they believe. And then I encourage you to read scripture for yourself and believe that it is factually accurate and correct. You can completely rely and trust in the Bible and Holy Scriptures. It was given to us by a loving God. So I just encourage you, and I say a prayer for anybody watching this video, and we just pray that you would continue, Yahweh, to break every stronghold of witchcraft in my family, in my town, in my state, and we just pray over these entities that they would no longer be able to operate in this area. They can't even operate in Oregon anymore. You got to go. You got to go. We have full power and authority by Jesus. Jesus has the power over everything. He took the keys of death and he overcame death. So it is by his blood that it breaks every chain that binds us. So we have full power and authority to break those chains that have been connected to us. You know, my grandma was in the Eastern Star, which is the female Freemasonic, and I do not think she was like a high level. I think it was just more of a social thing for her. And she enjoyed going to the meetings and stuff. But it was straight up witchcraft. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to the generational curses that may have been, attached from my grandma doing that. So anyways, I hope that you guys all have a wonderful day. We have an awesome day, even though it's raining over here at the coast, but we're finally making some progress, and in our garden and in our house, finally getting a little bit of a schedule and stuff. So we got homeschool and lunch to make today, so I'm going to get on my chores, and I hope you